1 minute late. Almost 2 minutes late, actually. Almost made it on time, guys. Almost made it on time. We need to get started right away, though, because I am actually grinding for Mr. Sinister. The 5-star version, too. I'm not even just talking about the little old 3-star version that I normally grind for. So, let's get a tweet going. We'll get cutoffs, and then we'll get to the freaking arena, which I've been in practically all day. Oh, God, man. Arena. How I have not missed you. Not like this, at least. Richie V, first one here. What up, Richie V? How you doing, man? Okay, I need to do some real quick math, actually. Should have done this beforehand. That. Okay, alright, actually we're good. We're good to go, man. Nothing else needs to be done. Let's get this tweet all settled. Alright, already know what I'm gonna say. Just at Marvel Champions. What do you get when you combine 129 4 stars, 81 5 stars, and 9 6 stars? Hopefully a 5-star Mr. Sinister. Okay. What do you go? You combine numbers and numbers and numbers. Hopefully 5-star. Yes. Tweet. Let's go, man. Hashtag peel me up, Scotty. Ooh, was Kieran in here right now? Kieran, I just happened to look at his Twitters real quick. You got yourself the Havoc dupe. Pretty sick, man. You actually taking him all the way up? I mean, you could do that. I know a couple people who have ranked up there, so I don't know how much they're using, but yeah. Alright. Let's get this stream started, though. Okay. Douglas sent over 5 of them pounds, saying, "Morning BG, sorry we pulled 5-star Blade and 6-star Bishop. Thoughts?" My thoughts are, congratulations, man. Congrats on... Well, congrats on the 5-star lead. I mean, even the Bishop. 6-star Bishop, I have one myself, and he's not the most amazing champion of all time, but he is kind of cool, and the fact that you don't have to actually give him any catalysts or anything like that to have him be pretty powerful, just right out of the gate, doesn't need to be awakened or any of that, it's pretty good. And then Blade, of course, Blade is Blade, man. So congrats on that, dude. One last thing, though, unfortunately, what's going to have to happen now is... Slap. So you paid for it. You got lucky, but you paid for it in the end. But dude, thank you very much for the £5. I appreciate it, man. Alright, who do we got in here, man? We got Delithius, J Money Stack, Kieran, tweeted you, already checked it out. We got Star, Roboto, Goder, Cade, like his bodyguard, Natch. We got Dap in here doing a grind himself. Glory man, what up, dude? What up, mofo? What's going on, man? Oh no, are you grinding the Sinister man, Mr. Grant? I am indeed. Fun kids didn't or did the raid but can't stay. Homework to do, things to learn. Got it. Good luck with your learnings. We got Hobbit in here. What up, Hobbs? Ranked 4 him yesterday or the day before. It was during level up. Then I opened a crystal, got 3-star Karnak, decided to try one more. Pulled the dupe, was in a lecture, and tried not to yell. Nice, dude. You should have been paying attention to that lecture, though. How dare you? Alright, let's do some cutoffs real quick, and then... Actually, I think my champions might still be on cooldown a little bit, but I can dump my my energy and all that still, so... Cutoffs. What do I think this guy is actually going to go for? I don't know. This one's really tough to predict. He has hype because of who he is in the Marvel Universe. I don't think he has hype for his abilities in game. And I was saying 55 million before, but I don't know, I'm almost thinking he might only go 50. He is Mr. Sinister though. I mean, he is hyped up, right? I don't know, man. You know what? I'm gonna say we'll call it somewhere in the middle. We'll say like 52 million. The 4-star I think is gonna go for let's say 13. The 3-star is gonna go for approximately 1.3, and the basic champion. Who's the basic champion? The basic champion is oh wow, not gonna go high. That's what the basic champion is. Basic champion is gonna go for something like 1.8, if I had to guess. Maybe even 1.7. I will leave it at 1.8. Regardless of me saying he's not gonna go high, and me, putting these predictions here and all that, please grind higher. Go higher. Go much higher if you actually want these champions. Go as high as you possibly can. Havoc went 42nd round. Yeah, I wish I got Havoc. Would have been nice. Would have been nice to pair these two up together, but then I didn't. And the word equals lapidation. Why does that sound familiar? JM sending over $2. Thank you very much, dude. Saying hello, bud. What's up, man? Hopefully everything's good in your world. What about 3-star Spark? Oh man, I should have put him up there too, Aaron. Gloria Man sending over $10 as well, saying me and Hobbit have been intimate. Was he wearing the hat? You don't tell his lady, neither do I. Okay, understood. It's one of those type situations. You are both wearing the hat, weren't you? Dude, thank you so much for the $10 though, Glory Man. And congratulations to Hobbit on well, we shouldn't speak of it anymore, but congratulations to both of you. But thank you, dude. I appreciate it, man. Okay, alright. Let's wait, what was the word again, real quick? The word is lapidation. Yeah, I've definitely heard of that word before. Have I? I mean, it reminds me of the word lackadaisical. That's a different word though, right? I don't know. It just reminds me of something like that. Lapidation. I feel like it's maybe just similar to procrastination in some way, and I don't exactly know how, but it is. Maybe procrastination. Maybe using X-lax to procrastinate, because it will make you procrastinate. Alright, we're going for that potion up there. Nothing else on the map, right? Yeah, nothing else on the map. Alright, so we'll hit the arena right after I dump all this energy. We'll burn through this quest super quickly. Completion is on. Gotta get that done. BG probably thinking dilapidation. That was actually not one of the words I was thinking of. I was thinking of lots of other ones, though. Hello, BG. Are you not going for Mr. Sinister, right? I actually decided to go for him. I'm going for him. Brian! Tara! What's up? Hello, Brian, I am watching you. Chris, can you say it a little bit creepier, please? I don't know if that was creepy enough. What's up, Cody? I'll say is if Mr. Sinister goes for less than 60 million, I'm gonna regret my life choices. Does that mean you're not grinding, or does that mean you are grinding and you're gonna put up 60 million or something? Or are you not grinding because you think he's gonna go 60 million? BG, you're not doing a Sinister testing stream. No, I won't be doing a Sinister testing stream. I already made some videos through the content creator program, so I already kind of tested them and stuff. That wouldn't normally be today anyway, because I don't have the champion yet. You know, I don't do those until Sundays normally. But this Sunday I will not be doing a testing stream. Messing around with Korg offensively, interesting findings. BG, interesting findings. Okay. That sounds interesting. Good luck with that. I will likely not be doing the same. Not that I have a Korg to mess around with, but I didn't find him too interesting offensively. I mean, he's got some utility, though, you know. Thinking deluxe apartment in the sky? What? Are we talking about moving on up? Wait. Star, did you ever say what that word was? Did I miss it? I don't think so, right? Not yet. Oh, here we go. Lapidation, noun, the penalty of stoning to death. An act of pelting with stones. Okay. So it has a little bit to do with laxatives in a way, because you poop yourself when you die. So partial credit. I'm gonna give myself partial credit. I don't care if anyone else is. I'm gonna give myself partial credit. BG, do you want Mr. Sinister 5-star? I do want Mr. Sinister 5-star. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. So BG, thoughts on map 7 after its first week? It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. It's a nice change of pace from what we've been doing, but I'm a little worried about the long-term enjoyment factor of it all. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it long-term because you have to check in like crazy. You have to check in like crazy. The fights themselves aren't that difficult, and I think it's only going to get easier in a way. It'll get a little bit harder because, you know, prestige will go up and all that, but we'll also have, you know, just kind of learned all the different fights and stuff like that, so it'll be easier in a way. And really, it seems to just be a giant time-sucking thing. You know, you have to donate so many resources, and then you have to check in every hour of the day. So I don't know how I'm gonna enjoy it long term. The first week was pretty good, but I could already see it possibly being a problem in the future. There's a lot of things that I would have personally liked to see been done different, but I'm gonna save that for possibly a video where I can really collect all my thoughts and say exactly what I would have preferred to see, and then we could talk about it afterwards. And I'm not even asking Kabam to really change stuff. It's just like whenever I do make that video, it would just be more of like, well, this is alright, but what I would have done is this, or what I would have wanted to have done is this. I'm with you, Brian, until I go through my 5 stars one more time. Well, it's pretty much when I'm knocking out too. That might not be until right after the stream is over, though. What's up, Dicer? BG, what's your advice for Medusa herself? Then as a boss in terms of counter champions? You're saying Medusa as the boss? And who to use as counter champions? What's that Symbiote Supreme guy? He seems to be a fantastic counter. Oh my god. Are you gonna die, dude? Okay, good, he died. I didn't expect him to do that much damage to me. Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, you know, you could... Basically, you want a champion that either nullifies the Furies so that she doesn't auto-block you, or champions that have True Strike. Or champions that are unblockable, like Aegon, actually. But, yeah, any of those types of champions. It's a little bit hard to explain, like, exactly how to fight without showing it, so that's kind of where I'm going to leave it at that, is you want to just bring the right champion for the job. Alright, alright, energy's dumped. Let's see if my champions are available in arena again. They should be at this point. Not the 6 stars though, not those guys, of course. Those won't be back until the morning. I think the crystals are worthy. The drop rates for tier 5 basic seem low. They're relatively low. I didn't get any tier 5 basic myself, but I did see some alliance mates pull some tier 5 basic. Yeah, I mean, I think it's all worth it. Like the rewards for map 7 are great. It's just I'm afraid it's not going to be fun long term is the thing. That's my concern. That's my concern. Is this is one of those long-term games, you know? A lot of people have been playing for a long time, and I'm afraid something like this is going to lead to burnout. First like couple weeks, I think people will be fine, but after that we'll have to see how people handle it. Or a champion that shoved her Furies back down her throat as damage. That sounds nice. Friendly. Wasp or Captain America, who should I rank up to rank 5? I mean, which Captain America? Are we talking about Captain Beardo, Captain America? Most people would prefer Captain Beardo probably, but Wasp, I believe, has higher prestige, if prestige is a concern for you. Also has great synergies with Ghost, and Ghost is one of the most powerful champs in the game. And she's not so bad herself. She's just a little bit of a glass cannon, so it's a little bit hard to use her, but otherwise she's a great champion too. So it depends. It all depends. Most people would side towards Beardo in most uses, but it all depends on what you are personally looking for. BG, what's your opinion on the Hood? I'm not a huge fan of Hood. His utility doesn't seem like it's all that necessary. If his damage output was higher, I think he'd be fine. And I get the argument of like, or just the thinking of like, well, you know, not every champion can hit like a truck, and some champions are more utility based. But his utility seems kind of unnecessary in most cases. He has very few cases where it's like, oh, awesome, I'm glad I have this stagger that gets applied and stuff. But I feel like I can play without it, and if I could play without it, then I might as well use other champions that have other utility and higher damage output too. BG, I missed your face on live. The MCC gods blessed my 30th birthday today with a 5-star Papa Luke, now rank 3. And the last cats, I needed to rank 4 my hype. Success, nice, congrats, and happy birthday. Sounds like you had a good one. That is awesome. Go to bed, bro. Get some rest. Wait, you talking to me? You're talking to Cade? You might be talking to Cade. I could use some rest myself, man. I did not get much sleep last night. I was trying my best to work on a video to have it out today and stuff. Ended up staying up way too late, and then of course had to wake up early to start the grind, and a little bit tired myself. ABG, I started a company. I buy dog poop $1 a pound. Wow. Is there any kind of bulk rate on that? Like, what if I sell more than 1 pound at a time? Is there maybe a group pooping rate? Does it all have to be from the same dog too? So someone almost 9k tier 5 basic from his 20 map 7 crystals. Is that way above the norm? It's above the norm. It's not crazy above the norm though. You know, there were a couple of people, I want to say like 1 or 2 people in 4 Loki that had a somewhat similar outcome after totaling up all of the crystals that we got. But you know, again, a lot of people just struck out completely. There was a bunch of people who had the same results that I did, where we got 0 tier 5 basic fragments out of all of our crystals. So, but you know, it's over time. Things will average out, and hopefully next week will be a little better. Why are you going for Sinister the hard way, Brian? Because I don't have a little lucky kid that I can just turn to and be like, here you go, spin this crystal real quick so I can get a 5-star Mr. Sinister. What's your target score for Mr. Sinister? I don't know. I think I'm just going to try to pretty much hit every single round of the arena that I can. And I hopefully won't have to spend units. I might go 60 plus. The thing is about Mr. Sinister is that I don't really need him for anything at all. And I don't even know if I could awaken him. I don't think I can grind round 2. So I almost just want to do like a unitless grind, put up as high a score as possible, and cross my fingers and hope for the best. Like, I might do something like that. I'm undecided. It'd be very painful if I missed that way, but I don't know, kind of thinking about it. Yo BG, avocado for a late night snack, perfect with kosher salt and fresh pepper. Your fave spice: salt, pepper, cumin, paprika, oregano, curry, saffron, cayenne pepper, other. I guess whatever's in hot sauce. Is there cayenne pepper in hot sauce? I feel like that would be something in there. I'm not sure. Whatever's in hot sauce, probably. Should we just share a sleeping bag then? Well, maybe if we could zip 2 together. I like my space when sleeping. The reason in asking the question is because of Ghost. Aha, for that sweet Ghost synergy you're talking about, right? It's a great synergy. It's a great synergy. Maybe if I had Ghost, maybe I would think a little bit more highly of Hood, just so that, you know, if I need to run champion other than Ghost, if my Ghost dies or something like that, at least I have something powerful backing her up. But otherwise, Hood by himself, eh. What up, BG? You see my tweet earlier. Also, alcohol is awesome right now, especially beer. Yeah, dude, I saw that pizza. The pizza was looking good, man. It's looking real good. Congrats on 75,000 sexy subscribers, and then me. Wow, you should think more highly of yourself. It's messed up. When I go from the second round, so you have a general idea, I can't really grind round 2s, GM. It's got to be round 1 for me. One of the days on round 2, I could pretty much only play on stream. So, yeah, I would have to sacrifice, I don't know, what, like a good, maybe like a good 8 million points or something like that I'd be missing out on, that I have to make up with units, which is, you know, like a little over 2k units, something like that. So, yeah, can't really do that. Okay, let's say Mr. Sinister does go really low for some reason. I don't expect him to. I expect enough people to grind that it's not going to be like a Havoc situation. But let's say he does go really low. Let's say he does go for like 40 million. Maybe I'd throw my hat in for round 2 and you know, spend some units and get myself like above 50 or something like that and try. But I don't expect that to happen. We'll see though. Silver Rhyperior sent it over 250 saying BG got Act 5 100% yesterday. Feels so good, dude. Silver, thank you very much for the 250 and congrats. More importantly, congrats on Act 5 100%. Did you already use the resources that you got from it? Because I know that's probably what I would do. I'd get those, the catalyst, the shards. There's only so many things I could hoard. I would probably pop those things right open, rank up a champ. And yeah, but what about you? Did you use that stuff? And yeah, congrats on the 100% clear. If he goes low first round, he'll go high the second. Have no though? Yeah, usually. It sucks, man. Good luck. Hope you get him. Thanks, dude. Are you grinding for him too, GM? I know or it sounded like you were grinding for him from what you had said the other day. Asking about seasonings, not hot sauce. Most hot sauce is made of chilies, cumin, vinegar. Well, I don't use any actual like I don't sprinkle any seasonings on anything, not even salt. It's just, I know there's like a ton of salt in, you know, like sauces and stuff that I use, but that's all I could really say is like whatever's in those sauces. Those are the things that I like pretty much. David sent over $2 saying, "Hey BG, read last please." You got it. Held up. No, not yet. I'm 1 tier 2 alpha away from 565 ghosts, which is second one overall, and 3-4 gem was Meg. I Mystic, have no use for it right now. Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, David. Where are you at? Thank you very much for the 2, by the way. Here we go. Just pulled the 5-star Omega. Nice, dude. Congrats. Is he worth ranking unduped? Run half suicides all the time, even in war. I mean, the fact that you run half suicides, and I'm assuming it's the bleed suicides that you're running. The fact that you do that, I mean, it makes it the situation a little bit better, but a lot of his damage comes from his awakened ability. And personally, I would not rank him up unless he was awakened. I think he's got to be awakened and a decent sig level. Doesn't need to be a super high sig level, but I think it needs to be decently high. And that's the only way I'd feel comfortable with the rank up personally. And you do run bleed, okay. I mean, you know, of course it depends on your situation. If you really needed something or someone to handle a very specific thing, you can still use him unawakened. It's just, yeah, he's not quite the god that he is when you actually do get that sig awakened and leveled up and stuff. So yeah, hard for me to recommend it. Hard for me to recommend it. I'd maybe only do it if you really had no one else to rank. You know you needed him for something, like a just, you know, biohazard or something like that. I don't know. Even that, it's a little bit tough to recommend. And if you had extra resources, pretty much. Otherwise, I can't really recommend it. Still a great pull, though. Still a great pull. BG, you skipping the tier 1 alpha arena? Hell no. I'm getting those alphas. I needs me those alphas, man. I need me those alphas. The last time I missed the alpha arena was like during the holidays. And what the... Dicer, what the heck, dude? You sent over 200 bucks? Saying got paid plus got tax refund equals happy belated birthday, bro. Dude! Dicer, that is a ridiculous amount of money they just sent over, man. Holy crap. I don't even know what to say, man. That is a ton of money that he just sent over, man. That is borderline possibly too much, man, because that's a lot of money they just sent over, dude. Skip the knees, Brian's elbows are shattered. Yeah, my entire body is shattered after that. Good God, dude. Well, man. Dicer, man. I guess the only thing I could say is thank you, dude. Because that is a serious amount of money that you just sent over. I don't even remember what I was talking about before that happened. And then that happened. I feel like Dicer just slapped Brian in the D. Wow. Now you have to strip BG. I'm pretty sure he's going to take the money back if I start stripping. So I can't do that. Brian, Mr. Fister Grant. Good evening, sir. What's up, Bido? How you doing? Was that enough, D? That's I think that's enough. I think that's enough, D. What happened? What? What? That's all I have to say after that is what happened? Man, dude. Ample amount of D, very ample amount of D. Man, Dicer. Thank you, dude. That is tremendously generous of you to send over. Yeah, I am. Pulled him from crystals today, so this is for the dupe. I was going toward 5 stars, but I opened 10. I got 3 new champs. Works for me. Okay. Alright, sounds good. Congrats on the initial pull. Good luck on getting him awakened here. Thank you for saying Mr. Fister. Is that a bad thing that I just said? I don't know. BG going for Sinister 5-star. I am going for Sinister 5-star, yes. BG special one-time Blade Crystal on stream tomorrow night. I'm going to pop 1 crystal for Blade. It's not going to be on stream, though. And I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow night either. I'm going to have to wait on it a couple of days. We'll see. But I will be popping open one blade crystal. I will be doing that. After this D, I need a coffee or a beer. Yes, agreed. Stories will be told about the size of Dicer's D. So large. It's true. It's legendary. BG, what was Dube's final count from Map 7 Christopher of the Week? Also, good evening. Uber Soul, I'm not sure. I don't know if he got any more today. And I don't know exactly what his total was before this. He pulled him, I think he pulled him like 3 days in a row or something like that out of his crystals. And I don't know if he got any others after that. Do not know. I think he got the most out of anyone in the Alliance, though, if I'm not mistaken. It's possible somebody pulled a bunch today out of our, you know, the milestone rewards or something like that, and I just wasn't paying attention due to the grind and stuff. My god, that D, for real. BG, what do you think about Rhino rank 3 5-star? Is it a good choice? Not so much in my opinion. I mean, Rhino, okay, here's the thing. Rhino is actually a really fun champion, but he's not regarded as a good champion. There's not really much use for him. He doesn't really have a whole lot going for him. His damage output's not great, doesn't have utility really. I think he's fun as hell because you get to charge through projectiles. But other than that, that's pretty much all he has going for him. So, your resources are probably better spent elsewhere. Unless you just have an abundance of resources and you can just rank up whoever you want. Grinding for Bishop 2.0. Oh man, I hope a Bishop 2.0 isn't what happens. Anyone know how many max 3s you need for a single run of all milestones for the 3-star arena? I do not know. Assuming it's doable. I mean, eventually it's doable. I don't know if it's doable right now. Probably getting close. Well, actually, I do know how much you need. It usually takes about 39 rounds to get all the milestones. Possibly even 38, I think. So, 38... Yeah, like 38 teams. That's in game right now. The amount of 3-stars. So, yeah, roughly, let's just say like 120 maxed out 3-stars. We'll get you all of them. Give or take. You're actually off to a good start for once. I am, Aradabdo. I am. Bishop 2.0 is Diablo. Diablo is way worse than Bishop. I mean, Bishop ain't that bad. It's just... I think he was saying Bishop, or at least that's how I interpret it, was Bishop in the sense that I grinded for Bishop and missed. And they both happen to be mutant and all that. About 27 if you use boost. Yeah, using boost in the 3-star arena is awesome. You get those milestones super quickly. Which, speaking of the 3-star, I don't know what I'm going to do about the 3-star. I don't think there's any chance in hell that I could actually go for the 3-star while going for this, while getting the tier 1 alphas, because I do want to get the tier 1 alphas. So yeah. Slow down, 2 million ahead of me. Dap. Normally this is really good for me. Normally I'm at like, I don't know, 8 million at this point. I'm like, oh god, I missed a couple of rounds. I need to catch up, but yeah, this is probably the best start I've had in a long time to arena. Second round for 3-star then, possibly star. I think he's also available from Marvel Insider, so I could do that potentially and just wait and get the 3-star then. PG pulled 6-star Heimdall yesterday. Not bad, I think, but not OP. Masmos, I think that's a great pull, dude. 6-star Heimdall. He's got amazing synergies, and you know, if you throw him on the team, even just as a synergy champion, you'll be able to use him occasionally, even if you're not going to use him for a ton of fights. Oh man, seeing Cricket at the beginning of Season 2 of Always Sunny when his life isn't totally wrecked is really funny. Those people ruin people's lives. Yeah, dude. Oh, Hobbit, dude, that's a great idea, actually. I'm going to have a lot of time to, well, I'm going to be in the arena a lot. So, maybe I'll catch up to you and start from like season 1 tomorrow or something. Watch some episodes. Maybe. We'll see. 3-star arena can be done in 36 rounds. Suicides plus only playing top 5 teams whole way. With boost 15 rounds of no boost to be streaked equals 30 rounds. Yeah, he doesn't want to use only the top teams though. He wants he just wants to run through one time, I think. One and done. That is good info still though. What's up, BG? Was making my way through 100% Act 5, almost done with 5.3. It's such a drag. 5.3 is very long. 5.3 is very long. I kind of enjoyed it, but at the time when I was going through it, I didn't really enjoy it, so I understand what you mean. Dude, get out of here! Holy crap! Don't kill me. Thank you. Jesus. Good thing it was such a low level, it wasn't doing that much damage, but still. When does the next batch of 6s get added to the basic? On Tuesday? Yeah, I think it's on Tuesday. I'm gonna wait a day like after. I don't know if there's maintenance or not, but I'm gonna wait till the next day just to make sure the champions are in there, and then I'll pop them open. Cricket turns his life around in season 12. Season 12. I think it's the season I saw. I can't remember. His life is always great. His life is always great. Once he starts to accept his fate, then I think he has a good life. You know, I think that's what it's all about. It's when you're all sad about like, I didn't achieve enough, or in his case, like, I don't have a home or anything like that, you know. Once you get past that, then he's got a great life. He's got friends that turn to him in times of need. Sometimes he gets beer for doing things. Currently have enough Marvel Insider points to get the 3-star Mr. Sinister, debating on if I want to get him. He's got a great synergy. You know, I'd recommend it if you don't have any other way of getting him. You can always get more Insider points. But you could also save the points if you want to try to get him through the arena or something like that. Show we talking about? Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Who's better, MODOK, Korg, or Medusa? There are 3 very different champions. There's no way to answer like one better than the other when they're so different like that. BG, why does Domino have so much dash back distance? Does she? I never paid attention to Domino's dash back distance, but that's just how some characters are. I go through phases where sometimes I appreciate the long dash back distance, and other times I'm just like, no, I'd rather have a shorter one, or medium usually is what I prefer. When it's too short, like Voodoo, that's the worst for me. But some people love that too. Yeah, I don't know, like Darkhawk, it always comes to mind, since that's who I'm saving my crystals for. He has a super long dash back distance, larger than I would expect for the size of his character model. And I'm not sure, like, if I even get Darkhawk, I'm not sure how I would feel about that dash back distance. It was kind of iffy for me when I had him through the content creator thing. How's it going, Mr. BG? Justin Thomas, back again. What up, dude? BG is Sinister 3-star synergy. Synergy as important as Heimdall? No. No. I wouldn't say it's on the level of Heimdall. No. It's nice. It's a nice little bonus, but first off, you can't have just Mr. Sinister on the team to gain that synergy. You have to have Sinister plus Cable, so that's taking up a slot, you know. And it's nowhere near as powerful. It's not like a cheat death type of thing. I mean, that said, I shouldn't say nowhere near as powerful. It depends on the situation, right? If you're using, I'm curious to see how like a Domino would do with a 25% power gain. That would allow you just to get your specials off that much more. Allow you to hopefully keep up the critical bleed that much easier. You can't control it though. It's only a 1 in 3 chance at the start of the fight that you get either power gain. Armor up, which is probably the worst one, or attack. Like the power gain or attack is nice. The armor is not even that bad either. It's a nice little bonus, but you know, of course, you much rather have the power gain or attack, probably. I was doing good at 2.2 million. Then the game crashed. Then UPS was at my door. And poop was going downhill, so I let the Prodigy open 1. Then the little poop bought 10 more while I answered the door. I was mad till I saw what he got. Yeah, dude. No need to be mad anymore after that, right? If it's distance where it takes 3 dashbacks on some of the longer heavy attacks, that's when it bugs me. Yeah, normally it's like, can I dash back 1 time to evade Cable's heavy attack? As long as I can, then I'm happy. If I can't, I'm pissed off because I'm suffering from degen and dying. Where's Mrs. Grant? She's out. She's out with a couple of friends at the moment. Probably be home somewhat soonish. Brian the Power Gain is sick for farming with Domino. I bet. I don't even see. I mean, I like Domino. I kind of like Domino because she does a lot of damage and stuff like that. But I don't really like playing her because of the double hit. And her animations just feel a little clunky to me. But I feel like I'm gonna have to try out that synergy when I get the champion. Because Domino even has a synergy with Cable, right? So it's not even like a total waste to have Cable on the team. There's got to be some good way to fit all that in there together. Are you doing a long stream today? No. Normal stream. BJ Dirt tied up, but read last, please. Alright, I'm going to read last, but I will warn you guys now. There's not much, won't be as much read lasting while grinding for feature champion for any of these days here. But in this case, let's see what you got. What up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? Took a play out of my favorite bald YouTuber's book. Took 45 Void against the Killmonger boss. Completely melted him like a grilled cheese. Nice, dude. Thanks for the inspiration, Bry Guy. Nice, man. Congrats, dude. 1.8 for Vulture is too low. You think so? I don't know. Vulture is a pretty underwhelming champion. Most people don't really have a whole lot of need for that champion, so I don't think he's going to go too high. But please grind higher. I'm only guessing the lowest possible score to get the champion. Please, please, please grind higher. Are the changes to She-Hulk and Spider-Gwen already in-game? No. They're just on the beta servers at the moment. Spider-Gwen Special 1 animation has changed, but that's all that's live at the moment. Do you prefer Mr. Sinister or Havoc? I prefer Mr. Sinister between the two, but I don't know which one is actually more useful. It's possible that it could be Havoc, but I like Mr. Sinister. I don't think I really have too much of a use for either of them. So yeah, I don't think I'd really use either of them, but I do still want Mr. Sinister. APG strictly for arena feature 4 stars or top 10% and 5-star feature. No feature grinds for me. Should I work on bringing all 5 stars to 235 or 345 champs? 63 5 stars total, 39 at 235 plus. Yeah, pretty much. Just work on leveling up all your 5 stars as best you can. It's not going to come instantly, as you already know. But yeah, absolutely, that's what you should be working towards, is just getting all your 5 stars as high a rank as possible. And especially rank 2 is nice, because then you don't have to worry about getting death matches anymore. Just one less thing to think about while grinding. So, yep. Running rank 5 Domino, rank 4 Cap, Infinity, Wolvie Synergy, Cable as synergies. Ooh, that sounds interesting. .8 for Vulture is too high. 1.58 max. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking my 1.8 prediction is high, if anything. Morning BG, still in love with my 565 Supreme. Took a 565 Medusa boss down, unboosted, and 39 hits. Insanity. Damn, dude. That is that is quite a kill, man. Very quick kill. 39 hits against a 565. Good stuff. Adds a synergy cable one. Prowess. Okay, wait. Okay, Sinister cable one. Prowess from Cap. Wolvie team. 5% power from Wolvie. Domino start fight. Lucky. Cable / Domino. That was very confusing to read, but I think I understand what you're saying. So you can get basically 30% power gain if you start with the 25%. With the other 5% synergy there too, huh? Yeah, that's got to be strong. BG, has your game been freezing more recently? Yes, Chris. It's been freezing quite a bit, actually. It froze today for probably the longest it's ever froze, too. It froze for, I want to say, like 20 seconds or so. And that's not even an exaggeration, you know? Normally when it freezes, it'll stay frozen for like, I don't know, maybe like 3, 4, 5 seconds, something like that. But dude, this time it was just frozen for a long time, and it was like before the fight even started. Like the two players were running towards each other and it just froze. And I'm like, okay. What do I do, man? I don't want to exit this fight. I don't want to take a loss. I don't want to lose my streak. So I just sat there like waiting for it to unfreeze. And I was about to just be like, alright, well, maybe I will restart it. And then it finally unfroze. So think the new Captain Marvel will be any good? Her animations look pretty nice. I think she's going to be powerful. We don't know any of her abilities or anything like that, but I think with how hyped, you know, Marvel's trying to push this movie and everything, and I think, you know, actually I was talking to Legacy, and he brought up a good point that the current Captain Marvels in-game and Ms. Marvels and stuff like that, they're not good. So if they're going to introduce another one, we don't need another crappy version of Ms. Marvel or Captain Marvel. We need a good one. So hopefully it'll be a very strong champ. I mean, we don't need like a super overpowered game-breaking champ either. Those don't make the game fun either. But hopefully at least she's strong. Hey yo, what's up, Articast? That's because I had it happen to me just now, but when it unfroze, I was getting wrecked by a cable special too. Interesting. I've never had it freeze and then like skip ahead, if that's what you're saying happened to you. I was not playing Ghost correctly at all there, but oh well. BG, my rank 4 magic is SIG 160 now, and I can take her to SIG 200 because I have 66 stones. Should I, or wait for natural dupe? It's up to you. I don't know if you have any other use for those 6 stones. Are you saving them for any other champion in particular, or just saving them just to save them? And how bad do you want that prestige right now? Pretty much ask yourself those questions, and then you'll know to either burn them 6 stones, take her up to SIG 200, or continue to wait for whatever champ you're waiting for. Wow, I just got wrecked by that. No, no, please, please, please. I'm gonna die. Got hit. Actually got hit by that guy's special too. Son of a B-manny. Nice BG. You could stop for shards after day 1. I could stop. You're right. But, God. Hell no, I'm not stopping. Dude, look how many extra rounds it takes. 12.3. If I'm running just my 5 and 6 star champions, that's like 120 rounds or something. I already put up 285. Ugh. I'm gonna throw up from this amount of arena. Here goes play made Pete cry. Yeah. My game froze up today. Going into my first war fight, then kick me back to the map. Then cut out for emergency maintenance. Oh, how I love half health champs and technically taking a loss in AW. Yeah, dude, that was pretty frustrating this morning too. I was trying to get my grinds going, and it was that emergency maintenance thing kept popping up. But yeah, that always sucks, man, especially in AWAQ when you lose half your health like that. Stuck at 5.2.6. Any tips, please? What are you stuck on exactly? The collector, I'm guessing? If you're stuck on the collector, he's a really tough champion to fight. There's a couple ways around him. You could either use power control champions, or you could just, like, the easiest way, but it is going to cost you, but the easiest way to go about it is probably just to use high DPS champions. Do as much damage as you can, die, because, you're going to get hit by a special or something, or, Bane, whatever, something's going to kill you. Pop a 20% revive and just go right back in, just kind of rinse and repeat with a high DPS champion. Stark Spidey is particularly good because he can auto-evade some of the specials, but, other champions can do just fine as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much the tips I have for right now. There are videos out there on the collector if you wanted to look at those specifically, but that's pretty much how I went about it. You have a gem, Articast. I do not have a gem. I do have that Awakening Gem crystal from Christmas time when Kabam gave that out to us. I never opened it, so I could have a gem for him. I don't think I would give him the gem though. I'm not gonna use this guy for anything really. I'm grinding for him mostly because he looks cool. And I'm thinking maybe in the future he'll be useful. I don't know. He's got cool synergy. it's the worst reason. It's the worst reason to be going for this guy, but I'm going for him. How are BG fingers not broken, or do I just have weak hands? My fingers feel fine. I tap really lightly on the screen. I'm always switching off between hands because I'm mostly just playing one-handed like I do. So yeah, they get plenty of rest and everything. The hands never hurt. It's the brain that hurts of having to do this many fights. Why not just open that crystal? The crystal gives me hope, Star. If I open that crystal and it's a gem that I don't want, then I'm a loser. But if I never open that gem, it could be a gem that I really want, a gem that I really need. It makes me feel like a winner. I'm trying to say the lines from that Always Sunny episode right now with the lotto ticket. I don't remember exactly how it goes. But I don't know. I think it's funny just to not open it. I can't. There's no good reason, really. Yeah, I kind of just want to keep it unopened. I'll pop it open eventually at some point. Did I call it last month that you're gonna go for one of these champs? I know you like the back of huge head. What? It's the highest you going for him? I don't even know the highest I'm going for him. I'm really considering just doing a unitless grind, go as hard as I can, hit as many rounds of the arena as possible, and just hope that it's enough. And if it's not enough, well, like I said, I'm not using the champion anyway. So I'll be sad. I'll be real sad putting all that work for no reason. But yeah. Okay, that said though, next month I might do another featured grind. I really need a skill or mystic champion. Captain Marvel, she's gonna be cosmic, right? People are saying Nick Fury is gonna be a skill champion, which makes sense to me. He doesn't have to be; it could be other things, but thinking he's gonna be a skill champion. I really need a skill champion, so I might do that. I might grind for him. Oh no! Are people saying rip stream? No drop frames on my end. Just YouTube taking a poop. It's back. Hang on. Let me get through this fight real quick. refresh or hit the live button if stream froze. Okay. Alright, well, I don't know if anyone heard what I was saying. I don't know if it froze. Okay, Codanger saying didn't skip a beat here. Okay, so it only froze for some people. Okay. Well, I guess I won't repeat everything I was just saying. It's got twice for me? Ah, dude. What is up with YouTube, man? It's been so crappy lately. 0 drop frames on my end. Oh, you know what I found out about Twitch? I haven't actually looked into how it works, but apparently they have like a built-in read last system where like you could, I don't know, maybe you just click on somebody's name and it'll like take you to their last message or something like that. Like, dude, that feature, when I found out about that, you know how much easier that would make things for trying to find people's messages? Just one more thing that Twitch has that YouTube probably will never have. ABG, any tips on getting through the last chapter? Road to Labyrinth stuck on the Spite and All or Nothing nodes. Any tips help? Power control champions. For Spite, you could use champions that reduce the enemy's power gain, like Void or Luke Cage. When you get those light attacks, it reduces the power gain. Or you can just play in a way that doesn't trigger dexterity by either like blocking specials, doing like, you could do like 4-hit combos and then dash back. That way you're not triggering dexterity when you're dashing back. If you do a 4-hit combo, dash back, and then land a parry, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. That's all that I have off the top of my head. It's kind of either bring in power control champions or more of a changing your fight style to deal with Spite. And All or Nothing, I mean, you have 2 options there. Either power control or champions that could survive a special 3, like Iceman or something. ABG, you think I'm grinding for Nick Fury 2? Are you? I almost said Nick Frost. Oh man, I might call him Nick Frost at some point here. I hope I don't. But all right, sounds good. I church past the blaster. And I mean, I'm not like 100% committed to that grind. You know, I don't have any actual connection to like the character that's making me want to go for him. But if he is a skill champion, the odds of me going for him are pretty high. So, yeah, control plus F, you silly. Well, it's not that easy with control F, because there's the super chat that gets highlighted. Then there's like, on your live page, there's another place where the super chats are tracked. And if people type in more than one message, you know, you kind of got to cycle through them. And sometimes it's after the super chat stuff. It's not as easy. But Ricky Lee sending over $1. Where is your last one, Ricky Lee? Especially while trying to grind. That's the big thing too. Is like I'd have to actually put my hands on the keyboard instead of on the phone. Oh, your last one says it froze for 3 seconds. Was there some? Oh wait, here we go. BG, think they'll bring Powdered Toast Man to the contest? Dude, I know who Powdered Toast Man is. Isn't that from Ren and Stimpy? I think that's it. Powdered Toast Man is, right? I had a card. I actually had like a special Ren and Stimpy collectible card, whatever, of Powdered Toast Man. Unless I'm thinking of something else, man. I think that's where it was from, though, right? I definitely had a set of Ren and Stimpy cards too. They should bring them to the contest, yeah. But dude, Ricky Lee, thank you very much for the $1. Appreciate it. I'm with art that would destroy the $1 no message troll. Unlike the feature, I can't troll you. Oh, jeez. Really? Well, it doesn't matter because YouTube never gets any of the awesome features that Twitch gets. And if they do, it takes them like 3 years later after the fact. Alright. Grind is going along decently here. I'm trying to think about how many matches I'm at right now. What I like to do when grinding for a featured champion like this... Okay, I think I was at 269 before I started all these. What I like to do is, I counted how many teams of 4 stars that I have. I have 43. And before I started using my 4 stars, I think I was at a streak of 269. So 269 plus 43, 312. That's the streak that I have to get to know, like, alright, I made it through all my 4 stars. And that just kind of makes me feel better. I'm not always guessing like, oh, come on, how many more rounds do I have to go? You know, it still sucks like, alright, I still have 10 or 20 or 30 more to go, but at least you know? It helps me at least. BG had Samuel L. Jackson, so Kabam better make him OPAF, way beyond God tier. Yeah, I know it is Samuel L. Jackson, right? Which means they may need to up the rating on this game too. There's going to be some MFs thrown around. It's got enough tier 5 basic for another rank 5, but I think I'm going to hold for a bit. See how Fury and new Captain Marvel are. I want a skill rank 5, but don't use Blade anymore at all. Okay. Okay. Odds of Nick Fury grind after you pull Blade. You think I'm actually going to pull Blade? I feel like that's not going to happen. But probably still reasonably high, even if I pulled Blade, because I wouldn't be able to awaken him. And that's going to be before my big April opening, which would be the way that I could awaken him. So, pretty high still. Pretty high. Although, at this point, I actually want a Mystic Champion more than any other class type. Because as much as I hate the idea of ranking up Fraggle Rock, Prestige does matter more now, and I could just go with Fraggle Rock and make my skill rank up a purely Prestige-based one, which I almost did it before this round of AQ. I almost did it weeks ago. Yeah, I almost did it, like, if I got a skill one from Variant, it probably would have just went to him. Which, thank God I didn't get that, but yeah, it's possible. What's up, BG? What's up, Nick? What rank did you guys get in AQ? We got 9th. We just snuck in there for top 10. Brian! What's up, Demiak? I was watching One Piece on episode 56, but the site crashed. Help me, baby. Dude, Demiak, I think you watched too much anime. They had to cut you off. They cut you off the only way that they know would work is if they just crashed the entire site. You think they'll eventually revamp older champs and make all champs, old and new, useful? A lot of champs that just stay untouched because they have no use. Kind of sucks. I don't think they'll ever get to every single champion, but they have gotten to a decent number now, at least. You know, it started with, was it Red Hulk and Luke Cage, and then Carnage and Venom, and now Spider-Gwen and She-Hulk. And there's been a couple of others that they've gone through synergies to make them usable. Not great, but usable. Like Winter Soldier is a great example of that. Actually, Winter Soldier is pretty damn good if you have the 5-star Killmonger synergy. He's an example of where it worked out. Other champions, not quite as much, but yeah, there's a lot of champions in this game. I can't see them making every single champion useful. But they're always useful in the arena, at least. So there's that. It also makes it a little bit more of, like, I don't know, like when you're opening up a crystal, you could end up with a good champion, you could end up with a bad champion. And if there were no bad champions, then I don't know. I don't think it would be the same feeling if you like pulled somebody really good, you know. A little bit of that to it. Alright, so my Road to the Labyrinth team is Stark, Spidey, Magic, Luke Cage, Gwenpool, and Archangel. A good team. Sounds good. I don't know who entirely is in your roster, so it's hard for me to say, like, you know, if you should change anything around, but sounds pretty decent. You could potentially throw Heimdall in there. Heimdall and Magic synergize together, and then just having that Heimdall synergy could be more useful than one of those other champions, maybe. So maybe consider something like that. Ah, it's back already. See ya. Alright, Tamiyak. Enjoy, dude. Who is Fraggle Rock? It's Thor Ragnarok. Joel Line, the one of the best MCOC YouTubers to ever play the game, made a video on Thor Ragnarok and called him Fraggle Rock. And ever since then, that's what I call him. BG, I'm still debating whether to rank 5 5-star or rank 2 6-star Corvus, both unduped. That's a tough call, man. It's a tough call. I mean, the 6-star, a little bit of extra stats, but at a much greater cost. So, yeah. Start with Magic. She used to be pretty meh. That's true. There were champions long before these more recent revamps where we had the betas for them. Magic used to be pretty meh. There was possibly a couple of others. I mean, Electra actually got buffed way back. She was pretty meh as well, from what I recall. I don't know, I was still pretty new to the game at the time, but she got a buff like same time as Magic, I think, right? Nowadays, she's still a little bit meh, but at the time when she got buffed, you know, I thought she was really cool. But the game has to keep progressing on. The newer champions that come out have to be a little bit more powerful than the older champions. Otherwise, nobody would ever want to even touch the newer champions, and the game would kind of be over as soon as you got whatever powerful champion came out first. Right, 100% variant before Labyrinth. Depends on your champions, I'd say. If you have a really good Labyrinth of Legends champion, then Labyrinth is going to be cheaper than variant. But if you don't have an amazing Labyrinth champion, or you just don't really like going through those marathon-style fights, then focus on taking down variant one path at a time. Holy poop, BG, can Ant-Man do Glancing Blow on Special 3? Because I just hit with full stacks of Plasma on Havoc Special 3, and he only went down 4%. I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried that that fight out before. Havoc versus Ant-Man. Talking about Joel, your glasses are fogging up again. We missed Joel. Come back to us, Joel. Which 6 stars would you rank 2? Sentinel, if Sentinel was awakened. I don't know. I mean, there's a few that if they're awakened at low sig level, I may consider ranking up. Even there's a lot of champions that need higher sig level, and I wouldn't awaken them, or sorry, I wouldn't rank them up. I wouldn't give them 3 tier 5 basics unless they were at that high sig level. And there's very few champions that are actually good at low sig level that I also consider like worth ranking up. There is some that don't need high sig level, like Red Hulk, for example, doesn't need high sig level. Luke Cage doesn't need high sig level. See Aaron Abdo typing out Luke Cage. But I wouldn't rank 2 of these champions personally. Others might, and you know, that's fine. They're decent champs, but yeah. I'm considering Ghost unduped as a 6 star. I could see it. I don't think I would do it myself, but if she's awakened, I think I would. Maybe. Potentially. Oh man, see someone getting timed out. For the iPhone, you gotta stop spamming. I'm gonna answer your question anyway. I shouldn't because you're spamming like crazy, dude. But I'm using an iPhone 8 Plus. I have rank 5 Spark and unduped rank 4 Blade. Think I'm gonna do Labyrinth first. Okay. Yeah. Hi, beautiful thing. Is that me? When is Symbiote Supreme coming in the 6-star basic pool with love? Symbiote Supreme 6-star basic pool should be he's in the feature right now, right? So yeah, it should be another week on like next Tuesday or Wednesday. BG, what's up, Pete? Is Yondu a good wait? Is Yondu as a 6-star god? I mean, I wouldn't call him god. He's good. I don't know if that was a typo. He's a good champion. I'd say it's a good pull. I would be happy pulling Yondu as a 6-star. But I don't know if that was just a typo. Is BG going for the 5-star or the 4-star? I'm going for the 5-star. Oh, dude, what's up? Haven't seen you around in quite a while. Welcome back. You're playing the game again. Loving my 6-star Yondu so far. His heal block's been really useful recently. Yeah, dude. Yondu, he's always one of those champions. Like he's one of the best examples of a champion that you're not really stoked to pull as like a 5-star because you don't really want to give him any resources. You know, for the most part, I feel like Yondu, he's good, but just not powerful enough to get those rare ranking materials like tier 2 alphas over other champions. But if you pull him as a 6-star, you don't got to give him anything. And he doesn't really need to be awakened. He's powerful just right away. Great champion. Brian Friend asked me to ask your opinion on if they should use a generic on a 5-star Medusa. I don't know if I could answer that question. I mean, I like Medusa, obviously, my favorite champion in the game. I still find her to be useful. I primarily use her in Alliance War defense just because, you know, she's a good defender, but I have been using her in map 7. And of course she's good against robots and all that, so like great champion. I'm afraid my bias might I'm always a little bit afraid of my bias on Medusa just because she's my favorite. I think she's worth it. I think she's worth it, but it always depends on the exact situation too. Like, what is your friend going to be doing with Medusa? What other champions do they already have? And any other champions for consideration for that generic? But would I do it? You know, it's funny, like when I actually had a generic on my account, I don't know if I would have done it, but looking back, I think I should have. I didn't need to because I pulled her twice, but yeah, I think she's worth it. She doesn't even need high sig level. Just that low sig level even is good. T-Bag sent over $2 saying, BG, how many SIGs should I dump into 5-star hype? 565. None. 0, dude. His signature ability doesn't scale for crap. I mean, as soon as you get him awakened, I don't know what sig level you need to get him up to like 70% buff duration, but I think it's like sig level 5 or something. Like, it's really low. It's really, really low. Just having him awakened and, you know, feed him 1 sig stone at a time until it gets to 70% and then stop. It's definitely no more than 20. I know that much. Actually not playing the game since a year, but still watch your vids and scenes from time to time. Funny you remember me? Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, we used to talk all the time. Kind of. In stream, mostly, but yeah. Time to start playing again with Silver Surfer announcement. We'll see. Maybe hard after a year off. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Act 6 is right around the corner, too, so. I'd recommend maybe if you're thinking about coming back, but you're not sure if you want to, maybe come back, but don't join an alliance and just play casually, see if you're enjoying it, you know? This way you're not committed to any of the alliance activities or anything like that. You can just play at your own pace. And then if you're getting into it, you know, then maybe consider it or something. This way you can just kind of we'll leave it again real easy if you're not enjoying it. D-Bag, thank you again for the 2, by the way. It's Sig 7, you think, Pete? Brian, a friend asked me to ask your opinion on how to remove a whole banana from their ear. Not me, a friend. Yeah. From the ear or from the rear? Either way, I think the correct thing to do is gather up some ice cream, some whipped cream, and some chocolate syrup. Combine them and then hold them as close as possible to the banana, and it's like a banana magnet. Boom. Pop right out. ABG pulled 5-star Symbiote Supreme. Does he need to be duped to take to rank 4? I don't think so. I don't really have the champion at a high level, but I don't think he needs the Awakened ability. I think it's just one of those things that's nice to have in some situations. I think it's kind of rare situations where you'll like be like, oh, damn, I wish he was Awakened. I think for the most part you'll be fine without it. I'm new to this game. Is there a real-time PvP? No, there is not real-time PvP. The closest thing to it is Alliance Wars, where basically you set up your champions as defenders on a map that have special nodes on them, special abilities that you're giving to the champions. And then the other alliance that you're going up against has to battle your champions. But it's not real-time. It's not one-on-one. The way the game is set up, it wouldn't work out too well. The game is kind of built from the ground up to be against the AI, the computers. But you do, so the guy I'm playing against right now, this Groot, it is someone else's Groot. It's just being controlled by the computer is all. But it is a real person's Groot, at least. I think the Alliance demands were what killed me. Probably will not join one, but good to see you still going strong. Yeah, dude. Good to see you're still doing well, too. If the friend was Cam, it would be the opposite way for rear. Yeah, you're probably right. Angela and Yondu are different champs. What a surprise. Both are good and have their uses. Yeah, if somebody's asking between those two, yeah, they are very different champions. Alright. I'm losing my focus a little bit on this grind here, man. It's starting to go nuts. The arcade has real-time PvP? Yeah, that's true. Oh, Pete, speaking of, dude, did you ever, were you ever able to contact, Dave and Buster's? Wait, is there, I think Aaron Abdo was in here, too. Aaron Abdo, you still in here? Did you do it? Did one of you? Because I'm too lazy for it, man. I ain't gonna do it myself. We'll take care of getting you guys there. But I ain't making that phone call. ABG, should I rank 3 a 5-star Killmonger or rank 5 a duped Ghost Rider? Yeah. That really depends on what you need. Really depends on what you need. Very different champions. A lot of utility in that I mean, they both have their own unique utility. I think Ghost Rider gets used more, just because Ghost Rider has that healing, the bleed immunity, and all that. So I'd probably recommend looking more into Ghost Rider, but it totally depends on the situation. I was busy making a website. Yeah. I called them, but I couldn't get out of their robot receptionist loop. Ah, son of a... Hate those, dude. Took a chance on Havoc / Sinister. Featured Grandmaster Crystal. Bought one. Pulled 4-star Havoc. Not too shabby. Fits. Nice. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. Are you going for the 4-star or 5-star? I'm going for the 5-star. Can't call him MS. That's Morningstar. Yeah. Yeah. What is the nickname for this guy that we're gonna have to use? Should it just be like Sin or something like that? Just S-I-N. I'd be so happy if this was on PS4. I think some people would like that. Me personally, though, I'm good. I don't want to play this game on anything but a phone. I super anti-touchscreen for video games before I started playing this game, or at least for fighting games. You know, touchscreen for other games works has kind of always worked out decently well. You know, once like the touchscreen quality started getting good, where it actually registered your presses. But for fighting games, I was like, oh, there's no way it's gonna be fun on a touchscreen. But dude, it actually works out really well for this game. Mr. Sister. TDD 951D sending over $5 saying shout out to Jaffa, Jack Tasty, Dwalt, Oren Ishii. Just stopping by to say hello. Retired life is good. Well, hello. Thank you very much for the $5, and I hope that I didn't butcher any of those names. I'm so sorry if I did. But yes, shout out to all those people. Dude, thank you very much for the 5. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. ABG, I'm hiding a pickle. Guess where and win $2. God, I hope it's your mouth or the fridge. One of the two, man. Please don't tell me somewhere else. Have you ever played Vainglory? Why does that game sound familiar? No, I don't think I have, but I think I've heard of it at least. But I don't think I ever played it. Can't even picture exactly what it is. Actual gameplay seems too fast-paced to work on consoles. I play Mortal Kombat on console sometimes, and I know it feels super slow because I'm used to MCOC. Interesting. I never even considered that. I haven't played any other fighting game since picking up MCOC. Oh god, hold on, I'm getting wrecked. Okay, there we go. Anthony Cruz sent over $5 saying pulled 5-star Sinister from 5 crystals or 5 crystal $30 offer last week. Super happy about it. Nice. So you're enjoying him, I take it. Dude, oh, Anthony, by the way, thank you very much for the 5, dude. But I think Mr. Sinister, I think he's pretty enjoyable overall from my short little stint with having him through the content creator thing. So I do hope I get him, even though I keep saying like I'm not really gonna have a use for him. I do hope I get him. He's crazy amazing. Oh, dude, sounds like you're in love with him. That's awesome. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope I do find more use for him, because I'm gonna take him to rank 4 right away. Like, I've got some tier 2 alpha in the overflow. I don't know where else I'm, like who else I'm gonna use them on. So I am gonna take him to rank 4 right away. So at least I'll be able to test him out in like some serious content. Safe to assume your Sinister's going to rank 5. No, probably not, Pete. I don't think I'm gonna take him to rank 5. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to awaken him in any way. So not gonna go to rank 5. It's probably going to have to be a skill or mystic champion that goes to rank 5 next. I don't have any sig stones that I can give this guy even, really. I've got a few generics left over, but I just finished sigging up Omega Red, so. Could call him NE for Nathaniel Essex. I mean, it would work. There is no other NE, right? The closest is like Nightcrawler or something. I feel like only the Marvel people would know who that is, though. Everybody like me would be like, NE? Who is that? You know, like I'd forget after a day. So, yeah. New England? I mean, I guess what I would think would be Northeast. That's like so he'd be the only one who doesn't get it, maybe. But yeah, like that's the first thing that comes to mind actually. It's just the like direction Northeast. So I don't know, I feel like that's what would happen. Do you have every class 565? Richie V, no. Mystic and Skill, I do not have 565. I have 5 right now, and I have two of those 5 are Cosmic. BG used Aegon on the Recovery Strike Back mini against Goblin, and only used 1 special 2. Nice, dude. Sounds like you shred that fool. I take up the cube, dude. I've had tier 2 off in the overflow since before I joined for Loki. Damn, Pete. We need to get you some gold somehow. I like that his special one throws debuff nodes to the defender. Yeah, dude. I think that's super cool, too. Like, Mr. Sinister, his abilities are super unique. Like, he definitely has that going for him. It's just... Are they the type of unique that I'm going to be using a lot or not? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I still think that, like, right away, I'm probably not going to use them a ton. But in the future, I feel like Kabam is going to come up with some nodes, some combination of nodes and champions on them where I'm like, oh, man, I'm so happy I grinded for Mr. Sinister. Something like that. Dicer, my butt is broken. Wow. Oh, man. BG, is Star-Lord unduped any good? I pulled him yesterday. Unduped? No. It's got to be awakened. He's one of the champions that you really need to have him awakened, otherwise there's... Don't even look at him. Don't look at him. I'm partial to Draculasis. I kind of like that, Dracula Colossus. He does got that. He does have a Dracula and Colossus vibe going. Yeah, that could work. I got 4 in the overflow right now. Damn, dude. Yeah, I've got. I think I have. I have the most in my overflow right now that I've ever had at any time. And I feel like this is gonna be like the one of the only times that I've had an overflow stash like this. Oh damn! I broke another butt. Wow. I gotta go. Good night, people. Alright, Pete. Later, dude. But yeah, I want to use those tier 2 alphas on fun champions, of course. Is Red Skull any good? He's not great, but he's not as bad as some people make him out to be. Like, some people consider Red Skull to be just like an absolutely terrible champion or something. I hate fighting the Sentinels, especially with a class disadvantage. Thank you. He's not terrible. He's bad if you look at him in like a Realm of Legends type of fight where, you know, you're seeing how fast you could take down Winter Soldier, because it won't be fast. It will absolutely not be fast. But he's got some power control mechanics to him. His damage output is not great, but it's not awful when you consider that you also deal damage when they attack into your block when you have armor ups. And as long as the enemy doesn't have too stacked of HP, it doesn't have too big of a health pool, then the fights are manageable. They're not too bad. But yeah, he's a pretty unique champion himself too, and there's not a lot of use for Red Skull at the moment. So Please add black card. I'm sorry, I don't add anyone in game. It's not the personal, I just don't add anybody. Martin Bogild, am I saying that right? That O is throwing me off a little bit. But send it over 50 knocks. Thank you very much. Saying, would you rank hype, symbioid? Is that symbioid the Supreme? I'm guessing. Or cap Infinity to 565, or rank 2 Domino. None Awakened. Already have Blade. Stark Spidey Medusa. Rank 5. Okay. I mean, that's a toughie. I wouldn't go with Hyperion. Oh, Hyperion is duped. Okay. Okay, well, damn, dude. I thought this was going to be a little bit easier, because if Hyperion wasn't awakened, I would say cross him off the list. Don't go with Hyperion. But if he's awakened, put him right back on the list. You have Blade, Spidey, Medusa, right? It's tough, man. Personally, I would go with one of the 565s. I wouldn't go with Domino. You already have Stark Spidey. That kind of, you know, Domino and Stark Spidey, they cover a little bit of similar territory, just high damage dealers and everything. So I'd go with one of the 5 stars. But as for which one you'd go with, it's a really tough call, man. I'm leaning more towards Hyperion or the Symbiote Supreme myself. Cap Infinity is nice and everything, but, you know, not awakened, and I feel like maybe you don't necessarily need them. I mean, you probably don't necessarily need any of them, but yeah, I'd probably lean more towards Hype or the Symbiote Supreme. It's hard to say, though, man. I think what you got to do is just play all of them, see which one you like the most. Wow, don't say that. Jeez. Reading my wife's comments. Don't say it like that. Oh my god. Yeah, I'd go with one of the rank 5s for sure. One of the 5 stars. Alright, what am I doing? I gotta keep grinding. Thank you very much for the 50 knocks. Anthony Cruz sent it over $2 as well, saying I favor my dupe 45 Killmonger over Sinister. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, if I had Killmonger myself, I might too. Like, I don't know. I still have like no experience of actually using Killmonger, but just having Void and the synergy together and everything, yeah, I probably would favor that too. But thank you very much for another 2, Anthony. Appreciate that, man. Not in trouble. BG is the one who titled it. J Money Steck sending over $1. Where's your last one at? Lauren Chat acting like she gets any of that Dicer money. We all know damn well it's going straight to Turtle Wax and Mango Tango. I wish, man. It's kind of the opposite. We all know. We all know most of these donations. Even if people don't say it, people used to say it at least. Like, here's $5 for Laura for having to put up with you, and you know, we'll use this money together. But Jay, buddy, appreciate the $1, dude. You're damn right. I'm gonna spend some of that on Turtle Wax and Mango Tango, though. Oh yeah, BG, if I get Mr. Sinister, should I go for the dupe because I kind of planned on using the gem on Symbiote Supreme, who I just pulled today, or get a generic in a crystal? I mean, It depends on where you're going to be using Mr. Sinister. Oh, I mean, the one thing that I've been leaving out of the conversation about him, too, is I do think he's going to have use on defense. I think he's always going to have a use there, even if I don't necessarily... Like, I don't even know if we need another one in our battle group, because I know some people already have Mr. Sinister in my alliance. But he is a useful defender. If you're going to be putting him on defense, I don't think he needs to be awakened. And even just playing him in questing, the awakened ability is, in my opinion, is just a bonus. Only because he's not going to be the main champion that I'm using all the time. Like, I consider him a bonus for some of the utility that he has. His awakened ability, if you're not familiar with it, is he gains bonus effects upon killing certain class types, basically. So if you kill a cosmic champion with him, then you gain a persistent charge that gives you a little bit of a boosted attack. And, you know, if you build them up the right way, it caps out, but if you build them up the right way, then I'm sure his damage output can be, like, pretty decent. But I expect to only be using him for a couple of fights here and there, so I don't really think I would be, like, building him up. So I don't necessarily think he needs to be awakened. For prestige purposes, of course, you know, has to be awakened if that was going to be someone that you're considering going all the way up and prestige is a concern for you. And of course, you know, just any champion gets stronger when they're awakened like that, for the most part. So it'd be nice to have. My comment was too inappropriate for him to read on stream. At least he filtered it before reading it, which also means he knows me way too well. He expects it. It's true. I read that comment before reading it out loud as well. Speaking of synergies, I kind of like Void/Omega synergy for both champs. I agree. Sucks that one isn't suicide friendly and the other is borderline suicide necessary for war. I also agree. It's upsetting. It's very upsetting to me. I would like to use them both, but I feel like I can't. I feel like one... I mean, Void. It's so tough to use Void with suicides unless you're only using him for like one fight, and even then, it's tough to use him because as you're throwing those special ones and you know just chipping away your health, and the bleed damage, the start of the fight, the poison, all that, man, it really sucks for him. But my God, Omega Red is so much better with suicides. It's crazy how good he is with those things. The owner sent it over $2 saying, can you tell us how you proposed to Laura? Thanks. I can, man, but it's going to be a real boring story. Just a heads up. Thank you very much for the 2. Super boring, man. It was in our apartment. It was in our apartment, and pretty much, like, I was trying to record it. He got down on one knee and begged. Really? I was trying to actually record it, but like secretly. So like I was trying to figure out a way to set up a camera, and at first I was thinking like, dude, I'm gonna get one of my friends. I'm gonna give them this camera. And this was like a little bit before cell phones started to have really high quality cameras, you know. So it was a little bit harder to actually had to have like a somewhat okay camcorder style camera. And I was thinking like, man, if we like go to a park or something like that, and I have a friend like sitting in a tree ready to record this thing, like that'd be pretty sick. But I couldn't figure out how to you know, how to get something like that going. So I ended up trying to just like secretly record it in our apartment, and it was just, yeah, pretty standard proposal, down on one knee style thing. Recording people secretly is creepy. Yeah, so it's not gonna stop me from doing it, Hector. His ability doesn't need to be awakened. I think I'll wait until I get another gem and just throw it on him just to be safe side. Well, like I said, you know, the awakened ability, it's a nice ability, but it's a persistent charge ability that only, you know, the only way to gain any of those charges is by killing the enemies. And if you're only going to be using him for 1 or 2 fights, like I think I would be with him, then you're not really building him up. It's like think about using, like, if you used Morningstar for only 1 fight, like, you wouldn't have time to build her souls, right? Which is, I guess, different than her awaken ability, but still. Maybe that's a bad example, but yeah, that's how I see it, at least. If you're going to be using him a lot, then yeah, the awaken ability is going to do a lot for the champ. I agree, having a friend sit in a tree secretly recording people is sick. Oh, man. He secretly records himself all the time. Secretly? What? Read first? Oh man, I don't know where your first one is, Hector. Wait, here we go. I think this is it. BGMO solo Korg with Quake, under 400 health left, and I got hit. Literally 1 tick of Aftershock, so I called it a solo. You could call it what you want, but we all know the truth. We all know the truth that that was not a solo. That was an almost. Nah, I would count that too, probably. Alright, why do I have so many Cosmic Champions left over, man? I think I should be good still. Okay. Almost done with my 4-star roster here. Oh, God. Going through the low-level 4-stars. So painful, man. You don't even get that many points for these fights, but I gotta do it. Gotta do it. They call it content creating. Wow. Records himself playing a mobile game for 2 hours every night, talking to himself. Such a weirdo. Are you trying to tell me that you people aren't real? You guys are all just in my imagination? And I'm actually just imagining there's 374 people that I'm talking to? Interesting that we say kill or died in this game when no one dies or is killed. Dude, I was, like, as I'm saying, when you kill champions and stuff like that, this has happened to me a few times, but even just right now, as I was saying it, I was thinking, like, I should be using a different word, because we're not really, like, killing them. You're defeating them, knocking them out. I don't know what the right word is for it. Defeating them, whatever. But yeah, you don't actually kill them. Die does feel more natural though. When you get your ass kicked, it feels more natural saying I died versus like I got knocked out. The owner is sending over another 5, saying, but seriously, Brian, thanks, man. I'll be proposing this year myself. Ooh, nice, dude. Good luck with it all. But I'm gonna plan it as if I was ranking up a 6-star champion to rank 3. Damn, dude. So you're really gonna think on this one and plan it out as meticulously as possible, huh? All right, dude. Sounds good, man. Dude, thank you very much for another 5. Good luck with everything. Hope it all goes well. Hope all the plans come together and all that. And we already know she's gonna say yes. So. Or he. I don't judge. Just throwing it out there. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm not real or that I'm not real, but I may or may not be not real. I'm confused. When I proposed to my ex-wife, I did it on her B-day, so I had an excuse to have all of our friends and fam there. I asked her questions about us and things that we'd done together for every correct ... Jeez, Brian. I mean, I figured, but I'm just saying. I don't know if we ever got that far in our talks. Okay, for every correct answer, she got a clue to where her gift was. When she found it, the ring, she turned around to me on my knee in front of everyone. Aw, damn, dude. That sounds pretty good. Did the waterworks start up after that? For her, of course. Hi, can you say hi back? I'm having a hard time. Well, let me try one more time. Hi. Not saying anything against something to say to client. His last name made it really hard to not make any Marvel-related puns / jokes. Oh, I kind of want to guess, but I'm not gonna guess because maybe that would go against the rules. Please hit the help button, dubes. I don't even care about the help button anymore, man. I just needed the helps early on so that I can get my 6 stars going. You know, so I can get them in 1 extra round. At this point, I don't care if people hit the help button or not. But yeah, dude, I was a little bit sad. Like, I asked for people to hit the help button earlier, and like 1 person did it. I was just like, ah, man. That's it. It was you. It was me. It was definitely me, yeah. We put a okay, so we had a poll. We put up a poll in the alliance of like what people wanted to do. Do people want to run 5 days of map 7? Do people want to run like 2 or 3 days of it, or you know, whatever we were gonna do? There was a few different options, and B Manny was like, you know, feel free to add another option. So I added an option of hit the help button. I don't care about AQ or AW. I'm just trying to do this grind, man. Somebody hit the damn help button. BGA tips on stun immune Modok with the aggressive fury and variant 2.2 is giving me problems. Mazmaz, did we talk about this last time, or was that somebody else? Because I feel like somebody else asked the same question like a day or 2 ago. But Modok stun immune with aggressive fury and variant. I think what I did, pretty sure what I did at least, is I used Stark Spidey, and I just kind of got him up against the wall. You can intercept him without, you can hit like 1 time on an intercept without getting auto blocked, and then on your second hit, it does get auto blocked, but that also removes his auto block charge or whatever, and then, you know, just kind of stay a little bit aggressive on him against the wall, or bait out a heavy attack at that point. Just kind of play it that way. I don't really have too much else to add on that. It's a tough fight. It is a tough fight. I think it's early on. It's been a while since I looked at it, but I think it's early on the map at least. So if it goes bad, I could back out. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what it was at least. Okay. Got to be careful with these last 3, these last 2 teams, I should say. Got to make sure I'm mixing in 2 440s. Screw the help button. No, I hate the help button. I'd rather just be out of the game completely. Help button sucks. It does suck, but it will help me it will let me get another round of 6 stars in at least. So there's that. You got 300 win streak in 12 hours. You absolute madman. I mean, I haven't really been doing anything else other than playing this game. So, yeah. Post a screenshot of how nobody hit it and guilt trip him. No, at this point I'm done, dude. I just needed like 3 people to hit the help button on my 6 stars. That's all I needed. At this point, I don't care. People could skip the help button the rest of the grind. That's all I wanted. I got my 6 stars in at like 9:40 p.m. tonight, so I'll get them in at 9:40 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, I guess I should a.m. in the morning. Kind of redundant thing. Brian, help! This show is good, but I can't stop. At this rate, I won't finish the storyline until 4:30. Oh well. Oh, Demiak, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself, man. We've got 1,700 plus requests right now. F that button. Oh, Enatch, dude. I think you got us beat. I don't know what we're at right now. I don't think there's too many people grinding for this guy. I think there's, it might only be 2 of us. Might be 3. Let me see what we got here. Oh, 1425. Wow. I think there's only 2 or 3, though. I know I'm grinding, Dap's grinding. I'm not sure if Taters is grinding, possibly someone else. People don't always say when they're grinding, too. I know Mad Cat grinds quite a bit, but I don't know if he was grinding for this one. BG, what is your hero use score today? We'll take a look at it after this round. You will go for 52 mil for Sinister? No, I will go higher than 52 million. 52 is what I'm guessing will be the cutoff. Well, actually, I don't know if I'll go higher. So, typically, if I really want a champion, yeah, I'll go much higher than what I think the cutoff's going to be. But, I don't think I'm going to use Mr. Sinister for much at all, if anything. I'm going to take him to rank 4 right away, because I've got some spare materials for it. But, I don't really have a use for him at the moment. So what I'm thinking about doing is just grinding as much as I possibly can, seeing what kind of score I can get without having to refresh or use boosts, and seeing, just kind of hoping that's enough. So I'll decide come like day 3 if I just want to leave it at that or if I want to use some units to help refresh. Uh, 3 up. Oh, he natched 3 up. Hold on. Wait, I think I saw some of them. I think there's one other you're talking about, though. Here we go. Cable video website. Oh, man, I'm not reading that. Right, doing Venom the Duck. When's Brian going to deliver on his promises? Well, hey, I got to actually pull a 6-star Venom the Duck to be able to rank to it. BG, what's up, man? Happy 32 B-Day. Thank you. Got the solo with Spark playing like a crackhead. Run in, hit once or twice, then back off in fear of auto block. It sucked. I think that's what I did too. I think that's pretty much what I did. Alright, that's right. The 4 stars are done. Finally done with those damn 4 stars. This is where my hero use score is at, though. That's pretty decent skill combat score. I might finish that up with some crystals. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Let's do that right now. Okay, so bust out the calculator real quick. Oh, it's your birthday again? No, it's not my birthday again. Damn it, Dubes. Okay. Alright, I gotta spin a few PHCs. I'm sorry. I don't want to spin them, but the game doesn't allow you to pop the amount that I need to pop here, so I gotta open up 14 of the regular PHCs, not the shard ones. Artie sending over 2 of them Canadian bucks, talking about two loonies, or quite possibly a toonie, saying, would Sinister duped be great for maps 5 and 6? Probably not. He doesn't have that great of sustainability, and his utility is awesome, but it's generally not the type of utility that you want for Alliance Quest maps 5 and 6, where you kind of want some type of immunity, typically. So probably not so good for maps 5 and I mean, he'll be okay, but not great for 5 and 6. He can be good for map 7 if you're on a path that has the reverse controls, because he's immune to reverse controls. But outside of that one specific path of map 7, I don't think he's really an Alliance Quest type of champion. I think Mr. Sinister, good defender. Interesting synergies. That could be pretty useful. I didn't even whatever. I don't know who I pulled there. It doesn't matter, right? And then some utility that is just like no one else has some of this utility. And then the reverse controls that I guess some people or some other champions can get around as well, but it's also relatively unique. That's really where Mr. Sinister shines, is those areas. He's not going to be the everyday, I'm going to use him for every fight type of champion. And I don't think he's going to be that good for maps 5 and 6. Thank you. But thank you very much for the 2. I appreciate it. Exactly like we've talked about, don't know where to use them except in niche spots. Yeah. Yep. Have you changed your mastery since last time you made a video? Kind of. Only because I'm using suicides at the moment. But otherwise, the same build that I used from like season 3, I've been pretty much using that same build this entire time. Actually, I did change 1 point because I'm using Omega a little bit more. I'm using Omega Red, or at least for this last round of Alliance Quest, I use Omega Red. And I wanted to put 1 point into Coagulate, so I took a point out of Limber, which I don't know if was the best. I could have taken it from somewhere else probably, but it was the cheapest move at the time. But for the most part, yeah, the mastery stay the same. But right now, you know, because I'm grinding for a feature champion, I turned on the suicides. So. Alright, probably didn't even have to pop that PHC. Because I am going to get a few more points from the arena, but exactly 35k. These gold crystals, I'm telling you guys, they actually add up even if you don't necessarily want these. Like, I do it for the boosts, but these gold crystals, they actually add up too. If you're able to save your crystals and do what I did just then, it helps in the long run. Usually, how the hell you end up 69, 90 units? You were at 0, or is it just me? I mean, at some point I was close to 0, but I think that was like around Christmas time. It's been a little while. Just been grinding. Thanks for actually making a content creator video for Sinister too. Kept me from spending units to grind for a champ I don't need at all. No problem. Well, BG's opening crystals? I'm shocked. Is it snowing outside? Yes, yes it is. Just a few. Just a few. Nothing important either. Omega and AQ is great except for Void or that one Sentinel. Yeah. No, Omega Red really is great for AQ, especially Bleed Path. Okay. It's pretty much time though. Actually, I'm gonna pop open. Ooh, I'm gonna spin out 2 more crystals, and then yeah, then I'm gonna call it. It's gonna pop these a couple of uncollected arena crystals in hopes for some units. Dude, my gold is pretty low at this point too, so even gold is fine. But live war, I can't really do live war. There's no there's no defenders. It's just an empty map, which we are happily exploring, which is great, man. I hope it stays like this. I hope these are the best types of wars. And Hobbit's on? Yeah, we'll definitely do a Hobbit raid. Thank you for the reminder. I always forget. But we'll definitely raid Senior Hobbit.
Chris.
Oh, he's got the hat on too. Oh, adorable little hat. My gold is low. Well, it is, alright. I can only rank up like 1 champion. Like fully rank up. I know it's higher than others still, but just saying. You spectate before going into war. Well, normally, yeah. But if it's a blank map, then there's nothing to really spectate. Technically, I still spectated it, though, so yeah. Midnight Rider. I'm trying to find your last, but your last three are just last. BG Vainglory is literally League of Legends on mobile. Oh, I don't want to. I'm not interested in that then. Really smooth and great graphics for mobile game. Yeah, no, I don't want to play. If I'm gonna play a MOBA, it's gonna be Dota 2 most likely, and it would be on PC. I have no interest in playing a mobile version of a game like that. But even just that type of game, period. I've played so much of that type of game already that I just have no interest in it. Not at the moment, at least. Need a reminder to call D&B in the daytime? Okay. Oh, wait, was that two? Wait, hold on. So, day stream tomorrow, right? I have the day off. Probably day stream tomorrow, yes. MOBA equals, it's, League of Legends, Dota, those types of games where you're controlling one character, like a top-down view. It's usually 5-on-5, but it doesn't have to be 5-on-5, but it is team-based. And you're just trying to like push across to the other side of the map and kill the enemy's throne or whatever you'd call it. I don't know. They all have different different names for all the different things. It doesn't just stand for something. I'm sure it does. Multiplayer online battle arena. That's probably what it is. I don't know. I don't even like the term MOBA, to be honest, but it's kind of what stuck for that genre, and that's what I call it now too. I used to just call them Dota or Dota-likes, pretty much. You know how people say like Rogue and Rogue-likes for other types of games, because Dota is what started it all, or at least what made it big. But anyway, here's a link to Hobbit Crumbs. Before we go over there, Dicer, good God, man, sent over 200 freaking bucks tonight, dude. That is a extremely generous amount of money that you sent over. Thank you so much, dude. And thank you to other people who sent over stuff too. But to be honest, as generous as all of the D's were, they're definitely in a shadow, basically. The sun is being blocked out by Dicer's D, and it's just casting a shadow across Earth, pretty much. But yeah, thank you, everybody. You know how I do, BG? You do it big, man. You do it freaking big. But yeah, thank you again, dude. All right, and yeah, Hobbits. Only go one more time. Kieran, you're still awake? And yeah, I'll pop in there for a few minutes too. So good night, everybody.